Hello everybody, welcome to the third airport update of Riga International Airport, Lidosta, Riga in Riga, Latvia. So very excited for this airport update here. We have a ton of diversity in here, a lot of interesting aircraft to get into this airport update. So as you can see, we have a packed B concourse here, which is good to see because in the first two updates, this concourse looked deserted. But now we have a full lineup here, so very excited to get into this airport update. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. All right, and our first aircraft here, obviously not realistic in terms of the airline, of course. It is the Ryanair A320, but the actual aircraft is just a blank A320. So I guess it operated for Fly to Sky, but what Air Baltic does, what Air Baltic's doing right now, they're leasing a ton of aircraft from a bunch of different airlines like Fly to Sky, Carpetair. Let's see, there are a ton of them. Cyprus Airways, and yeah, I think DAT or DOT or something like that. Yeah, there are a lot of airlines that they're leasing aircraft from right now. And Fly to Sky is apparently one of them, and they just operate this blank A320, but it's under Air Baltic flight number. So yeah, this is kind of weird. But this particular aircraft came in from Gothenburg as flight BT-122, and will be heading out to Dusseldorf, just pushed back out of its gate Bravo 7, and is now taxiing out here. Will be soon taken off for Dusseldorf. Very cool. Next up here we have the Ryanair 737-800. This one came in from Stockholm, and this one is on the turn. Rare Ryanair turn here. Normally we don't get those, but this is one of them. It's doing the turn from Stockholm. One of our many routes on Ryanair. Ryanair, the second largest airline here, of course. So glad to see them, and they should be adding more routes, I think. I forgot which ones, but I'm pretty sure they're adding some more going into the summer months, and of course Air Baltic is, and we'll discuss more of Air Baltic's new routes when we get to them here. And of course here is Riga's newest airline. It is Transavia. They operate the 737-800s to and from Amsterdam, so that's what this one's doing. It's getting the final passengers boarded up, and once the Fly to Sky / Air Baltic A320 taxis by, this one will start its pushback, and this one, of course, will be heading out to Amsterdam Schiphol, and it also arrived in from there. Really glad to see Transavia here. I can use my Sun Country hybrid livery here. I think it's still applicable enough to use, and it's absolutely a fantastic model by NG. Unfortunately, the vertical stabilizer got a little bit of paint chipping there, but still, it looks absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite models, honestly. Just the mold is so fantastic. NG did a phenomenal job on this one. And now here on the other side of the B concourse, we have a trio of Air Baltic aircraft. We'll start on the bottom of your screen. We have the Fokker 50. Of course, they don't operate this one anymore, but they did used to operate this aircraft back in the day. And since there are only, I've explained this in the other airport updates, so I'll keep it short, but there are only there are only 5 Air Baltic models that were ever produced on 1/400 scale, and so my goal is to collect all of them, and I'm one short right now, so we'll hopefully be getting that one soon, but yeah, that's why this Fokker 50 is here. This one came in from Vilnius in Lithuania, and you will be heading out to Brussels, Belgium. In the middle here, we have the A220-300. This is in the 100th Airbus A220 livery. You can't see it, but it does have a little sticker on the other side that says that, which is pretty cool. This one came in from Tallinn, Estonia. I'll be heading out to Amsterdam Schiphol. Finally, on the way back there, we have the A220 in the older livery. You can see the two different versions of the new livery. The the difference is just that the newer one has some more green, but that's really it. But that one came in from Billund. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, but it is in it's in Denmark, Billund, Denmark, something like that. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. And I'll be heading out to Munich in Germany. So very fun Air Baltic lineup right here. Of course, they are the hub airline, and they serve a majority of the destinations out of here. They are getting some. They just announced actually Hanover as one of their new routes, so that'll be very cool. I would like to incorporate that in some future airport updates when that comes in. That'll be very exciting. So that's another city in Germany. They fly to Munich, Berlin, Hamburg, Frankfurt, of course, and Dusseldorf, and now Hanover. So there's a lot of connection between Latvia and Germany. That's great to see, and I hope they do very well with the Hanover flights. So, yeah, great Air Baltic lineup here. We'll now move on to the sea concourse. And now this is very exciting here. I'm super glad to use this aircraft once again. It's been a while since I've used this one, but I used it in a Guam update some time ago. But this actual aircraft flew into Riga. It came in from Bangor, the Eastern 767-300. Came in from Bangor. I'm assuming it's doing some sort of military charter. And it will be heading out to Constanta. Now, it didn't park here. It parked in the cargo area, but we do have these wide body gates here at the sea concourse. So there's these two that can fit a wide body. Back when Uzbekistan did their flight from Tashkent, I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but from Uzbekistan to New York via Riga, they would have parked. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think the sea concourse existed back then. I'm not sure where that would have parked. But yeah, you have these two wide body gates that are pretty much never used. But I might as well put this one in here because this is a super cool visitor here at the airport. And there was actually a national A330 that visited like right when I started the airport updates for Riga. I don't have that model, so I'm super bummed about that. But I do have the Eastern 767, so I'm super hyped to use this one in an airport update here, and it looks absolutely fantastic here. I was assuming that it would. I think I've seen it fly into Riga before, yeah, so I was waiting for hopefully the day they would return, and here it is. So it looks absolutely fantastic here. I'm kind of at lost for words, but I should probably say where it will be going out to. So it came in from Bangor, and it'll be heading out to Constanta. Once again, I assume that's a military charter, which is very cool here. So cool visit from Eastern Airlines. Very nice aircraft here by JC Wings, and glad to use it in this airport update. And finally over here we have, I'll start on the right there with the Air Baltic A220-300 in the Latvia 100 Years livery, which came in from Hamburg, and is just taxiing in right now, and it will be heading out to Vienna, Austria later. And then to the far left of your screen, we have the Air Canada Tango A320. Now, this is another Air Baltic lease here from Cyprus Airways, which their livery doesn't really look like this. Oh, it kind of looks like it with green instead of purple, but not really. But it is operated by Air Baltic. It has an Air Baltic flight number. This one came in from Larnaca, and it'll be heading out to Frankfurt. I'm not sure where Larnaca is, but very, very interesting right there with all these new leases. You're definitely going to see some weird stuff here at Riga this summer. I sometimes like to call Air Baltic the Sun Country of Europe, but that's not really a great comparison. I mean, it's kind of a decent comparison because their fleet sizes are pretty similar. They both operate out of a northern climate, but Sun Country is there for tourism, and Air Baltic's really there just out of necessity for an airline in the Baltic states, really. Um, but they're both really weird, so we love that weird airlines here. But yeah, that'll do it for this third update of Riga International Airport. Thank you all for checking it out, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.